Hey guys, my name is Emilio Hernandez. I train out of Tennessee Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy, based out of Spring Hill, Tennessee. I started Jiu-Jitsu back when I was 14, and at the time I started because I had been playing soccer for years before that, and I wanted to do something different. I had a few different issues when I was younger, I guess more with the anger issues, and I felt like I needed something else to exert my energy, and I felt like Jiu-Jitsu was one of the biggest things that I needed to try out. What I really liked about Jiu-Jitsu, especially when I first started, there's always a learning aspect to it. Like, you're always gonna learn something different, regardless if you learn the same position over and over again. There's always something different, there's always something new, and that's what I liked about it. I'm based out of Spring Hill, Tennessee, which is 45 minutes south of Nashville. Nashville is very known for their music. I feel like a lot of people don't really think that there's Jiu-Jitsu out here, I guess because it's mainly more of like a music city area. There is a lot of great athletes out here, a lot of great people who have made it out in the world, or they're pretty big name guys. I do also get to train with Dustin Ortiz, UFC fighter, along with Bellator MMA fighter Michael Chandler. We have a lot of people in the Knoxville area as well who have trained under Bellator and in the UFC as well. But there are a lot of great people and a lot of great athletes. My overall goal in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is to become a black belt world champion. It's been one of the ultimate goals I've had since I started training, especially once I got to blue belt. Honestly, to become a world champion, from what I've seen, is you got to make sure that every time you come in, everything that you're doing is with a purpose and not just moving within the motions. My nickname is Scramble King. I got that from the way I compete. I'm very big about scrambling out of positions and being very mobile when I'm rolling, and a few guys came up with the nickname. It's pretty much stuck ever since. It's the actual work ethic. So I'm drilling a lot of different positions, drilling a lot of different scenarios, and I'm making sure that I put myself in bad positions with my training partner. So I'll start in bad positions, that way I can work out of them rather than being undominant and playing my A game. So most times I'm literally just in my head picturing exactly what I'm very good at and what I want to accomplish, or what I want to make sure that I'm attacking. But I think what motivates me the most is I'm trying to prove a statement, or I'm trying to improve myself on a daily basis. I am making sure I put in multiple hours, and I feel like between purple and brown is whenever I started making my stride, and that's when I wanted to make this goal come true rather than keeping it a dream. My instructor's name is Ray Casillas. I met him probably about 8 years now. I'd met him when I was 14, been training under him ever since. What I came to learn very quickly was the family atmosphere aspect about it. Ray is very big about our gym becoming a family rather than just becoming a gym where someone comes out and trains. When I first came into the store, everybody treated me like they knew me for multiple years. They all, welcomed me with open arms, and over the years, I kind of, felt a part of the, I felt part of the group. I felt like I was a part of the family, and slowly kind of started working my way into the gym atmosphere. I was traveling a lot with my main instructor, Ray Casillas, and then he had asked me to start helping him teach, and that's kind of where I started teaching some of the kids' classes and kind of working my way up. If I was going to give any advice, or if I was going to give my own input about why people should train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, honestly, personally for me, it did help, of course, with the anger issues I had as a kid, and I dealt with a few different depression stuff, and honestly, it helped me kind of get in a better state of mind. But it also created this outside family that I can always count on, or that were always there to cheer you up, and you made these bonds and friendships that they're always going to be there to support you regardless of what's going on in the world. For me, I was looking for an atmosphere that was very comforting and supportive, and it helped my mindset and get away from everything. And for others, it might help you, you build the confidence and just overall yourself, because this is gonna test your limits in, in jiu-jitsu, and probably, help you out with your life decisions in the world, outside of here. But I would say that it is very helpful, and it's one of those things that, give it a try, kind of see how you feel about it, and, I hope that it becomes one of those things that helps you like it did me.